Madden Football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Rams and the Bills, and it comes your way next.
The 2023 season has one game left. Here we go. Super Bowl 58 underway from Vegas. And we will not have a return, so the first drive of this Super Bowl will begin at the 25. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. It's the Mississippi State product at quarterback. Calling the shots will be Dak Prescott.
And no doubt he's living out a dream right now. He's had dating back to his first days of playing. And right away, he lost the football.
And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
As you and I both know, one reason teams script plays to start a game is so they can practice them ahead of time. I will guarantee you that fumble was not in the script.
You don't think they had fumble written next to play one there?
No, that was never in the script because they want to have good memories when they go into a ball game, not something that could have gone wrong.
So the Rams in great position here as they get things started. They will be led out by the former Heisman Trophy winner back in 2016. Always a handful to contain, Lamar Jackson.
As we begin the Super Bowl, we're looking at one of...
Touchdown! DK Metcalf from 17 yards out. And the Rams are on the board first here in the Super Bowl. Second and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson on the move to his left. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about.
Illegal forward pass, offense.
So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown, Rams. Chase Claypool, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. So the call's made by Sean McVay. They're going to go for 2. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. That's caught. And it's very quickly 8-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing, Prescott. He'll dump this down to Stevenson. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and turned out.
And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Nolan Smith brings him down on the pass rush.
Now, how about that? Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up a blitz, and the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And it is caught. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a 1st down. They'll run it. This is Ramondre Stevenson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Prescott now from the 50. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Jalen Carter, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. Now 3rd down and 7. To throw is Prescott. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 44-yard line. Stevenson now on 1st and 10. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. Short throw going to be caught by Waller. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Will Anderson coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offense.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance, they're going to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Play action. Now Jackson. Completion here to Claypool. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Well, backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That brings us to the end of one in Super Bowl 50. And we are back. Biggest game of the year, the Super Bowl, and both teams ready for the start of the 2nd quarter. Back to Taylor on 1st down. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 35-yard line. They run once more with Taylor. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. And that's on big Mekhi Becton, 1st-round pick in 2020. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They go play action with Jackson, sliding out of the pocket. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here. Play action. It's Jackson. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Bills are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
Here's Prescott. He finds Pickens over the middle. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Prescott working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Here's 2nd and 3. Straight ahead, and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down. Here's Corey Bojorquez now. 2 minutes on the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl. On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. L.A. set to take over again on offense. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense. Gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, L.A. DK Metcalf, 63 yards. And the Rams continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And it's 15-0. The quick strike ability certainly intact there. 2 plays, 80 yards to score. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Prescott urging his guys to go quickly. They need to get up and set. Meanwhile, Dak's throw into the hands of Pickens. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Now Prescott. Finding Pickens for another catch. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Prescott. And he's got this to Jefferson. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 34-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Prescott looks to throw on first. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Rams are going to take over at their own 41.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively, getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Touchdown! Jonathan Taylor as the first half is winding down. And the Rams are feeling good as they extend their lead in this Super Bowl. So the call's made by Sean McVay. They're going to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Prescott to throw it. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Final play of the half, Prescott. And incomplete. So it's halftime here on sports' grandest stage. One of the greatest performances of the year usually, but not here. Halftime of the Super Bowl is skipped, and we are on to the second half. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. And I would imagine this is where you have to take stock of the situation, CD, and say, gosh, we're halfway to the Lombardi Trophy. Let's not slow down now.
And I like the way you went there. Let's not slow down now because the first half certainly went their way. And I would expect them to continue with that type of a game plan. But you're right. You do think back to Super Bowl 54. 49ers had a double-digit lead in the fourth quarter, couldn't hold on. So plenty can still happen. And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. No, bottle Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To the right side, this is Stevenson. To the 36-yard line, stop there. Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner, because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
Up the middle, here's Stevenson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. They run once more with Stevenson. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Now a former kicker at nearby UCLA, Ka'imi Fairbairn, for the field goal try. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. But down this big, we know that they need touchdowns instead of field goals, but now it's add insult to injury because they can't even get the 3, Charles, on the excellent block there by the special teams.
And it certainly felt to me like the special teams consider themselves an extension of the defense, which has played well for them. They have a nice cushion. They didn't want to allow any points, any opportunity to cut into their lead. A big-time play by those guys on that side of the ball.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, LA. DK Metcalf, his 2nd touchdown of this. Started off exciting. This one had a high-scoring first half, and nobody let their foot off the gas in the second half either, Charles. And, for them, a really nice victory in a high-scoring output.
You're right about that, because so many times we'll see teams come out slow and take a while to get going, and points become a little bit harder to score near the end of games, as we know, because everyone tightens down. But no such issues in this game. The scoring started right away and held up at a steady clip the remainder of the game.
Gotta go, we don't move it scary. Last time a shed a tear, that when Prince died. Cause if we rockin', then you know we rockin' like a Slipknot. See, this ain't basketball at halftime. We on switch sides. She thinks she love me, but she fell in love with my rich side. I got it for less. Flip that, then I got on a check. Dispatch, then we go on a race. Switch it up if that other place. Mix it up, got a lot on my plate. Got the broccoli and cheese with the beef on the side. This ain't no regular steak. No one wrong way. Richer than me. This ain't up for debate. You gotta love. Maybach, lay back, matte black, just to on your truck. Now I'm in the AMG with the all black tint. They don't know it's me, but they got a little hint. How you worry about it when you can't pay rent? I've been there. Lago and Bowie, I went there. Off of Mel King used to live there. Basketball on the team used to win there. Up in the cell at 17. Back in jail with no bail at 19. Up the road with the life is at 20. Made my first 100,000 at 23. Now who is he or who is she to speak on my name when you ain't me? Why they talking I'm overseas?